So I broke down the other day in my 325 Xi. It's a 2001. I know, it's 20 years old. It's an old car. Things happen. I'm not bummed about it. So what actually happened was I'm driving on the highway home from work, cruising about 60, 65 miles an hour. I feel this like thump, almost like a harsh shift. And then there's no power. I see the miles per hour going down. The RPMs are going down. No response out of the throttle. Once in a while it hiccups a little bit and goes a little further. Luckily I was right near the exit. I was able to get off the exit and into a parking lot safely. Now the car still hadn't even stalled yet. It was just running a little rough, but again, not really any throttle response. You could feather the gas a little bit just to get it to move a little bit, but definitely when you mat the gas, nothing was happening. So I shut the car off, let it sit for a minute, hoping that it was just an electrical issue that would just magically go away. Obviously that never happens, but sometimes it does. Then I go to start the car and it just cranks and cranks and cranks and won't catch. It's just completely dead. Now one thing I noticed was the fuel pump. I didn't hear the fuel pump. Now the fuel pump's in the back seat and I didn't hear it coming on when I would turn the key into the on position. So my thoughts were, oh, maybe it's a fuel pump. And I just happened to have an extra fuel pump at home. I contemplated getting a ride home, grabbing the fuel pump and just putting it in the parking lot, but I have AAA, so I just had the vehicle towed, had it towed home. It almost felt like, as I was breaking down, it almost felt like I was running out of gas. Now, I know that because I've run out of gas a lot. I push it to the limit. I try to see how far I can go with the gas light on. Sometimes it doesn't work out in my favor. I tried it again once I got home and nothing, just cranking. It wouldn't start, it wouldn't catch. Here's the sound I was listening for. With the back seat out of the car, that's where the fuel pump is, underneath there. So it's really easy to access on the passenger side. Pull this cover right off, and that's where the fuel pump is. So it's a fuel sender. There's the connector and there's the fuel line. So basically it's pretty easy to change. You just disconnect the fuel line, disconnect the connector. There's a little tab here you slide out, and then this lock ring. You just take something that's not going to make sparks and hammer it like a brass punch and loosen it up with a hammer. It twists counterclockwise, and then the fuel pump literally just comes out. And then there's a gasket in there, so you want to replace that gasket as well. So I figured I'd just throw the fuel pump in real quick. So the best part of this is almost like Matthew McConaughey in a Lincoln commercial, when you take the key and you go to try to start it for the first time after you fix it, and it starts right up. It's awesome. It almost makes it worth it to break down just to get that feeling. As far as AAA goes, they were awesome. I called them and they said it'd probably be about half an hour before the tow truck was going to get to me. And he got to me within 10 minutes and everything worked out great. And we got the car home nice and quick. So I'm thankful I have AAA. It's running great now, and that's all that matters. So I probably break down more than anyone else I know. If any of you break down a lot, let me know. Leave me a story in the comments. I'm always breaking down. And most of it's because I drive old cars. So if you like this video, check out some of my other videos. I do a lot of automotive and mechanical type stuff, BMW, Porsche, and some other cool things. Thanks.